sunshines, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Tega. I make videos about my life in the UK as a senior carer. So if you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Click on that subscribe button, turn on your post notification, and you'll be the next to be in the UK as a senior carer. Thank you for all the messages, thank you for all the comments, and for those that have sent their CV for review. I am trying my best to meet up with the number of people that are sending me message on my email. So I'll be doing them on a daily basis because I still have to go to work as well. On today's video, I'm going to be telling you things you need to do immediately you land in the UK as a senior carer. So just sit right back. Let's get into the video.
Don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is
moving into a new country is not easy, so it's better you know things you need to do immediately you come through this health and care route. So that's why I'm going to be telling you things that you need to do immediately you land. These are things I did that helped me settle in easily in the UK. The first thing you need to do immediately you land in the UK, even before you land in the UK, first of all, is accommodation. I can tell you from experience that we spent a lot of money on accommodation because we didn't have a house prior to coming into the UK. So I will tell you what I did and what you should do. Before coming to the UK on this care route, you should make sure you go online to look for accommodation. I started looking for accommodation a month before we moved to the UK. I checked on Rightmove, I checked on Zoopla, I checked on Spare Rooms, a lot of websites, but the one I actually used mostly was Rightmove. So Rightmove, just click on the location where your care company is or your care home is and fill in their postcode. They'll give you a listing for houses. You have to search with the amount you have in mind. So before you come to the UK, you already know, this is my salary. So you will know how much you can budget for your house. So you can just put, you can filter it with the money you have in mind. For example, I already budgeted that I'm not going to get a house that is higher than £700. So I just put £700 and I put a 2 bedroom. So they'll filter it according to what you want and give you the result. From there, you just keep sending the email to the agent. Oh, I'm so and so. I'm coming to the UK on so and so date. Please, can I do a video? Can I do a video viewing of your apartment, or can you give? Is there a video tour for this apartment? Most of them, they're really nice. They'll send you videos because even before we came, we saw a lot of video listings. They already recorded it down, so they sent us a video. Then we put in an application already even before we came to the UK. So that's like just being proactive and making sure that you get the house before you come to the UK, because staying Airbnb is not cheap. Because we actually stayed in an hotel, we didn't see an Airbnb when we came because everything was just booked before we came, because we thought since we've gotten a yes on the house already, why do we have to book for Airbnb? So I wish we knew that booked for Airbnb in Nigeria before we landed, but it is what it is. Messaging the agents and viewing the house, they will tell you if you are being allowed accepted by the landlord from the application, and you will be able to, from your application, they'll forward it to the landlord. The landlord will be the one to make a decision of if they want to give you the house or not. So luckily for us, after like 3 to 4 rejection, we got an approval for a house. We're so happy because we have not even gotten to the UK already, but we already have an approval for the house. So they really need our paperwork. So that was like where we got stuck, because we can't provide any paperwork because we've not gotten our BRP, not gotten a lot of references, background check they need to carry out. So we just had to put it on hold before we got to the UK. So that's why we didn't pay for Airbnb, because we thought immediately as we come, we give them all their paperwork and we're moving. My sister, my brother, that was not so. We still, when we came, we got our paperwork ready, we submitted everything, and they told us that the rest tenants in the house. So we had to stay 2 weeks in an hotel. We spent in the hotel was almost £1,000 already. The meaning that we're paying a deposit of 800 in the house and a rent of 700. The meaning that we spent almost all our rent in an hotel. So if you're coming, I will advise you, please come with money. If especially when you're coming and your sponsor did not give you accommodation, did not give you maintenance in your COS, meaning that everything you're going to pay for, you're going to pay it by yourself. So come with enough money so that you don't end up being stranded. After sorting your accommodation, the next thing you need to do is go and collect your BRP. You can collect your BRP immediately you land in the UK, because they'll tell you that they'll give you 10 days of you landing in the UK to collect your BRP. So you don't need to finish sorting your accommodation before you collect your BRP. I'm just telling you that accommodation should be your number one priority. The next is your BRP. Your BRP is your biometric resident permit. That permit gives you the right to live, work, and rent in the UK. So for your background checks, they are going to carry out. They are going to carry out check if you have right to rent. So from your BRP, they'll be able to go through the government website, put your BRP pin and everything, and they're able to check if you have right to rent in the UK. So collecting your BRP is your number one priority. Please go, if you are going with your family, please go with your husband and your child, because I actually went to collect my BRP for my full family, but they only gave me for myself and my son. My husband was above 18, so I can't collect BRP for him. So go with your spouse if you are coming with your family to collect your BRP card. You can only take for your children, but I don't think that you cannot take for your husband. So immediately you land in the UK is to open a bank account. Bank account, I never knew that thing was very important until I came to the UK. Everything you have to do there. Do you have a bank account? What's your account number? You can't withdraw money without ATM, and if you don't open a bank, you can't get an ATM. Another thing I need to tell you is that if you're coming into the UK, please make sure you change money, because what we did, we changed money, but uh, funny enough, the malam we used gave us £50 because the pound rate was going up, so it gave us £50 note. So we had almost all our money was in £50 note, then few £20 and then £10. So I advise you, please change £10 and £20, and you should not don't take paper notes, take the new note. To be on the safer side, because we came with the old notes and the old notes was already going out, so we just had to use the money. And luckily for me, my manager was able to collect the money from us and paid it in our bank account. That was just what saved us. We still had £150 left, and I can tell you that today makes it like close to a month in the UK. We just deposited that £50 note into our bank account. It was like a miracle because nobody was wanted to collect that money from us. So getting a bank account is very important. So what we did was that we went online and we got a virtual account. So there are Revolut Bank, there's Monzo. You can any of them. You can actually use any of them. I ended up opening it because I just needed the bank account, because that's when you're going to pay your salary into. To pay your rent, you still have to need the bank account to do the transactions. So you just bank account is very important. So if you cannot get a physical bank here, you can go online and get the virtual banking system. Okay, finally, the last thing you should do immediately you get to the UK is to get a GP. A GP is called a general practitioner. They are like a doctor that you need to register your family with. Coming through the health route, you have been exempted from paying the IHS charge, meaning that you can get healthcare for free. So immediately you come, try as much as possible. Just click on Google GP near me. That was what we did. I went to the hospital and I got the form for three of us. We filled the form and returned it back. And getting a GP, primarily coming with children, is very important because at least you have where to go. So in case of any emergency or any sickness that comes, so getting a GP is like a number one priority. And secondly, even before you put them in school, they'll ask you for GP information and everything. So just to be on the safer side, just get yourself registered in a GP in your council. Guys, we've come to the end of this video. If you're yet to subscribe, please help this your baby girl. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to bring you more information on how to move to the UK as a senior carer. So till next time, bye.
Don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is